Gregoire. Thank you, thank you. Thank you all. It's great to see you. It's great to be here. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I hope you all know what a jewel you've got in Senator Mary Margaret Haugen. There is nobody in the legislature, bar none, and there isn't anybody who will disagree with me when I tell you nobody knows more about transportation than the senator. Nobody is more willing to take on tough challenges than the senator. No one is a bigger advocate than the senator. My friends, I hope you're going to give her a heck of a message. Welcome back home in the Washington State Senate this November, Mary Margaret Haugen. Thank you. I want you to know last Thursday, Michelle Obama came. We had a close, intimate little lunch in Seattle, 1,600 people. I met her earlier in the morning, first time I had met her. And she's coming down this long pathway to meet me. And first I was struck with how attractive she is. As she got closer, I realized I had never understood how tall she is. So she gets right up to me, and I go to shake her hand, and I go, whoa. I say to myself, regroup, Gregoire, that is not the right thing to say. So then I stand there and I say, I feel a little, and she just looks at me and she goes, you are short. I gotta tell you, when you meet her, the first thing that strikes you is how genuine she is, how warm she is, how bright she is. And for those of you who can remember, I will tell you, for those of you who can't, it reminds me of a day when the First Lady of America was loved, respected, and admired here, but loved and respected and admired everywhere around the globe. That's Jacqueline Kennedy. I believe Michelle Obama is the next First Lady to be loved, admired, and respected everywhere around the globe. She had a great message on Thursday, and she said, you know, Barack and I have been talking about these people who have kind of clung to this idea of they're going to run on a campaign of change, and how surprised that Barack and Michelle are at the fact that people would even remotely buy into somebody who just says, I'm for change, therefore somehow stands for the message that Barack Obama is trying to deliver to the country. And she specifically talked about what's happening here in our state, and about the change that they're trying to make in Washington, D.C. is the very change that we have made in our state. So her message was loud and clear. Don't be taken in by a shallow message of change, when the real change is the leadership in Washington, D.C., and that they want a partner in Washington State, and that's me, my re-election. That was the message of Michelle Obama. My husband Mike wanted me to send you the same thing. He's been here, he's been reading to third graders. He's also been advocating for our veterans. Mike is a Vietnam combat veteran. When we came into office, he said, I want to prioritize veterans issues. And then when we got involved in the war, he said, I want a voice back for Vietnam veterans. I want to travel the state and remind my fellow Washingtonians, no matter how we may feel about the war, let us stand up, respect, honor, and thank the men and women who serve in our United States military. And Mike has done that. Our youngest daughter, Michelle, was working in Washington, D.C. She called home and said, I'm coming home. I want to work full-time on the campaign. When Michelle Obama was here the other day, Michelle introduced us, introduced me specifically, stood up there, and at one point during her introduction, she said, I'm engaged. Do you have any idea how much I panicked? I thought, you're telling 1,600 people before you tell Dad and I? What are you doing? She then said, I'm engaged. My friends are engaged. My generation is engaged. Like no time in history, we're ready for a Democratic president of the United States. Our older daughter, Courtney, is coming home. My husband is most excited because we're going to have a son-in-law. And we're going to celebrate 100 years in the governor's mansion on August 1st. And 1 week later, it will be the scene of the first ever wedding ever in the history of the state of Washington. Our daughter will be married there. So my friends, I ask you, are we ready for November? Are we ready for Barack Obama as the next president of the United States? Are we ready to re-elect Mary Margaret Haugen? I hope we're ready to re-elect Gregoire. We need to go out there, we need to fight. We need to tell our neighbors and our friends. We need to make sure we get the word out about what's at stake in this election and what we can really do. I tell my two daughters every single day, we don't live in just any old state, we live in the great state of Washington. Working together, getting the word out, making sure people know we can make this state even greater. I love my state. I'm passionate about it. It's time for us to continue to make sure that we are proud. Now, I saw that article in the paper yesterday in the front page of the Seattle PI Times. Let me tell you what I think. I'm proud of the investments we've made in education. I am proud of the investments we've made in community safety. I am proud of the investments we've made to protect kids. What's wrong with that? I will tell you, if the other side doesn't like that, those are not the values of Washingtonians. I am a Democrat. I am proud of it. I am proud of what we've done over the last 4 years. We're going to keep going and investing in our kids, our senior citizens, our families, and making sure Washington State is the greatest place in the entire country to live. God bless you all, and thank you for coming out today.
And don't forget, vote all the way down the ticket.
It's amazing, bigger than life, you know?
But then I said, it was very fun. No, it was very cute. It was very cute. She knew I was struggling.
Chris has a great sense of humor.
She knew I was struggling.
Right there.
Yeah.
Pep talk.
I like it.
Buy
I like it.
Buy local.
Buy local. Support your independent bookseller.
We have wonderful one in Stanwood too.
Wonderful. I always wondered if your eyes would be as beautiful in real life
Oh.
as they are. They are even better. Wow.
Thank you. Enjoy.